Good afternoon, I'm Michael Crouch. I'm a manufacturer and I come from Australia. I expect to have a greater understanding of the thinking in China and Asia Pacific.
My name is Julian and I'm from Dialogue in the Dark, a global network of social enterprise. I originally come from the mainland of China and I'm now working in Hong Kong. We see this forum is going to have a very open position, which is looking at business, looking at development at a wider perspective, and then take it as a more inclusive issue. I think which is very important for different social groups, and for example also for me, I'm one of the disabled people here in Hong Kong, and then I represent one of the social enterprises here in Hong Kong.
I just wanted the thinking that lay here today because the world has changed and it's important to keep abreast of the thinking that is being expressed here. So I'm very grateful to the dialogue for taking place.
I'm David Murray, I'm from Sydney and I've been involved with the International Forum of Sovereign Wealth Funds. I'm here because I've also been one of those people who's worked closely with Victor Fung. I have a great admiration for what he's trying to do and I wanted to support it.
Hello, my name's Mark Granger and I'm here today representing the Kearney Alliance Asia, which is a charity body actually. I think, like most people, to hear the new introduction of the Fung Global Institute and to understand their research focuses and the direction of the Institute.
I'm Kenneth Murphy. I'm the Director and Editor-in-Chief of Project Syndicate. And Project Syndicate is an association of newspapers from around the world. There's 502 newspapers in 151 countries with about 140 million readers. And so I'm here today because there's a lot of people in the West who pontificate about Asia, but there's not a lot of opinions coming from Asia back into Europe or the Middle East, Africa, and one of the great advantages I think of the Fung Global Institute is a sort of pan-Asian institution that is sort of bringing opinions around Asia together and bringing Asian thoughts in a sort of coherent way together. And I'd like to find many people here who can contribute to our network.
Well, I'd like to get some more insights into what we're going to do about the state of the world today, what new and different things can be done. And I think that's needed, and Asia's involvement in that is terribly important.
Well, I think with it being specifically Asian, we hear so many of think tanks being overseas and particularly American or European. I think this is a fairly unique opportunity to hear about a think tank here in Asia, from Asia, by Asian people.
Well, there's a number of people, the speakers have been very interesting, so I hope that I can convince them to write for my network of papers. And so I think it's my understanding of some of the important issues in Asia, particularly global supply chains, has already been deepened, so I think that's very good.
Well, I really enjoyed listening to Michael Spence. I think he's a brilliant fellow, and I like the way he works on social inclusion, intergenerational equity, and involving everybody in good solutions, not just a sort of a political approach.
Well, I think, of course, one of the big ones was Paul Volcker there, because he's a pretty renowned gentleman in himself. But I actually was quite looking forward to listen to Tung Chee-hwa, having lived here in Hong Kong for 25 years. I know of the gentleman quite a bit, so I was really looking forward to hear him speak.
Well, I mean, I came here because a number of personal friends are here and speaking. Michael Spence, who's the chairman of your academic board, who's a regular writer for Project Syndicate, but he's also an old friend, and so I wanted to hear his speech, and I also wanted to see the kind of intellectual environment that he was helping to create here, and it's a very positive thing to see.